Hi guys! If you're not getting the gist of what my week is all about, it's really and truly about relationships. Of course, on Sunday, we talked about time blocking with focus and presence. And what does that allow you to do? Build really strong relationships. Yesterday, of course, was about getting your partner on board, which is really, again, about relationships. Now, today, I want to focus on understanding relationships a little bit better. There are 3 different, really easy and accessible ways for you to get to know your team, your customers, and the people in your lives better. And I want you to just pick one of the 3. You're either going to read the 5 love languages, get familiar with color codes, which is in Coach Basics right now, and super quick and easy and accessible. I mean, it's probably the most basic out of the 3. Or you can choose Dani Johnson's GEMS. Pick one of those 3. Let us know which one you're going to read. If you've read Love Languages or GEMS, those are the 2 reads. Color Codes isn't a read. It's just a really quick quiz and some information that follows up with that. So choose one of the 2 books if you haven't read it already. Figure out what your love language is or your gem, and then start to dissect with your leaders. Have them read the book, whichever one it is you choose, whatever one you want to go with. I suggest having your team all do the same one so that you're all kind of speaking the same language. But I love the love languages. And once you get to know what your spouse's or partner's love language is, it really helps to understand each other better, but it also applies to your team as well. I learned over the past couple of years that a lot of women love to get gifts, and that is one of the 5 love languages. So I started overloading on gifts. What I didn't realize before I had read that book was that I was leaving out the other 4 love languages. The love languages are gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, and acts of service. Just by me saying those 5, you might have an idea of what yours is. You might have an idea of what your best friend's is, and maybe you have an idea of what some of your leaders are. But have them take the test, if nothing else, and read the book and see what their love language is. When you know what their color code is, or their love language, or what gem they are, you'll know what kind of worker they are and what motivates them. And if you know what motivates someone, you can really use that to move your team forward. It's a really, really fun project. It's really exciting to get to know people in such a deeper level. And again, adding meaning to your team is going to add to the longevity. In the beginning of the business, sometimes we tend to just add people because we're just so hungry to have people on our team. But as you become a strong diamond and move forward as a leader, you realize you really do want to work with your friends, and you want to be a little bit more selective about who you bring on your team. And when you start doing that, then you start to want to know what their color code is, what their love language is, what gem they are, so that you can really feed their life and act out of service for them and be a better leader. So I want you to choose, what are you going to read next? The love languages, 5 love languages, or gems. At the very least, go check out color codes. Tell me what color you are, if you don't already know, and choose which one you're going to do with your team. Okay? I really want you to start thinking about these deeper, more meaningful relationships and how we can apply that to motivate and move our teams forward, as well as create meaningful relationships that are going to build a stronger, more solid foundation for your team as you grow through the years.